Hi, Capricorn. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for April 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in April and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign, and if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Capricorn Moon. I'm using the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck in these readings. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides as a continuation or an expansion of this reading here on YouTube, you can get my psychic crystal readings for April 2023 for each sign of the zodiac by clicking on the link down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go to my website videos page at theluckymermaid.com. You can find the heading for the psychic crystal readings for April 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. You click whichever zodiac sign you want, your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. You can also click on somebody else's sign you want to know about, and then that link will take you to those videos on Vimeo. I look into all areas of life that I can possibly think of in those crystal readings, so it's chock full of a lot of information. If you haven't checked out the psychic crystal readings yet, you may want to do so. So all that being said, Capricorn, now on to your April 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. The first card you have, Capricorn, for April of 2023 is the Six of Rods, and this is victory after a battle or being victorious in some way. I feel like you've had to learn a lot over the past 6 months. This could have to do with school or a training program or education, but it could also be life experiences of learning a lot over the past 6 months. You may begin to start to assemble something new. It could be a new project, a new plan. It could be a new club, group, or organization, or a foundation of some sort, or a business or company. But assembling something new after a period of learning a lot is coming up here for you. You've seen the light and the dark shadow side of people. And maybe throughout your whole life, I mean, we all see that, but this is coming up in this reading for you for a reason. So probably over the past 4 to 6 months, you have seen exceptionally prominent areas of the light side of people and the dark side of people. You may even decide to start to assemble some kind of group or club or business even of something that would be helpful to people. It could be like, you know, a 12-step program type of group. It could be a coaching, a training, like a training website, or a coaching or training, or counseling, service, group, organization, business. And I'm hearing leading by design. My guides are saying you're showing people what to do. And if you're like, I'm not doing any of that, well, maybe you're leading by design and showing people what to do by leading by example, by setting an example by what you're doing and how you're creating things or handling things is teaching or training others inadvertently, not intentionally, and leading by example. So if you're not one of the Capricorn sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign people that are starting a training program, a course, a webinar, a seminar, a group, a club, an organization, a counseling service, coaching, teaching. Did I already say that? If you're not doing any of that, then you are somehow leading others by example. In some way, I feel that Capricorns are making a big splash on some scene and getting some kind of recognition, positive notoriety. And it could have already happened, because for some of you, the way this is coming up to me, like, it may not be happening in April. You may be reaping the benefits and the rewards of it in April. It could have already occurred. That's the way the prediction sounds to me, like you're reaping the benefits and the rewards of that now. But remember, as I say at the beginning of the readings, timing will be different for all of you. It is a general reading. You don't have the same birth chart. You're not born on the same day, month, year, city, time, which is what affects your birth chart. So timing will be different for all of you. So the next card in your reading, this came up, I don't know, like tons of signs got this card this month. I really should check. I still have one more sign to do after yours, and so far this Two of Rods has come up 4 times out of 11 signs. Like I said, I still have one more sign to record after this. So this is partnership in business, partnership in romance. It could also be something you're creating and putting out there into the world. So this seems like a universal card for a lot of the signs in this month of April. And anything you're developing or creating, I'm getting this similar message to you developing something and creating, as I did in the 6 of Rods. This is going to give you, as I also said in the 6 of Rods, if it hasn't happened yet, more recognition and maybe even more authority. Some of you may start to take advanced classes or something to further your knowledge. Yeah, and you've put a lot of energy into your work or your creations. And if you haven't been sharing that or displaying it to the public and to the world, you will start to do so if you haven't done that already. You could join forces with someone that could become a really good teammate to you. You could have a business partner. This could also be somebody that you join forces with to create something like a business, or could even be a love relationship. And the difference will be how you organize things and how you lay things out. If it's for a book or a website or a business or a club, group, or organization. And any changes that you make are going to happen swiftly. You're not going to dither and drag your feet over things that need to be altered or changed. It's like, oh, that's not a good idea, change. Oh, that doesn't look like it fits right, change. You're not going to, drag things out with making alterations and changes to whatever you're doing here. And anything you're writing or producing or creating, a strong theme in your mind is making it user-friendly and not complicated and easy for people to understand is going to be like an underlying mission. If you're not creating it or building it yourself, you could be helping other people, someone else or a group of people build something. Maybe it's a new political party. Maybe it's a new activist group. I don't know what it is, a new club for people to join after school, maybe for kids. You know, when I was growing up, that was a long time ago, they used to have big brother and big sister organizations. It could be something on those lines. I don't even know if those still exist. They might, but I'm not sure about that. But I'm using that as an example. So the next card you have in your reading, Capricorn, is the Emperor. And this is a strong male figure that's crossed over to the other side, watching you, guiding you, protecting you, giving you ideas and inspirations that could feel like they're yours, but they could actually be coming from the Emperor in the spirit world. This could also be a strong male figure in the living, a father, great-grandfather, father, great-grandfather, grandfather, someone like a father figure to you, a husband, a brother, an uncle. It could also be you. You could be the Emperor here. A lot of times there's, you know, there can be strong Aries energy connected to the Emperor card. You may go listen to somebody that's giving you some kind of lecture or a diatribe that you're going to be listening to. It could be somebody, it does feel like somebody of authority. It could be a president of a university. It could be a head of a political party. It could also be possibly like a strong religious figure. And it feels to me like whoever this is, you have to go under the direction of what they say. So this is somebody that will have some kind of sway or authority over you. It could be your parent. It could be a spouse, if you allow your spouse to have authority over you. Not many people would do that these days. And or like a boss or a head of some political party, group, organization, or, you know, religion. They want you to listen. They want you to take heed. They may want you to build something better or improve something. For some of you, this is a boss and they're asking you to work extra hours. They may be asking you to work overtime. It could be a boss or somebody of authority that is imposing some kind of timeline on you, like a deadline. You have to complete something by a particular deadline. And there's going to be a lot of communication with them, back and forth, back and forth. So even if you have to listen to them give some kind of lecture or speech or presentation, even after that, you're going to, my nose is really itching. Sorry about that. That means it's truth when your nose itches. You're still going to have a lot of communication with them. Even if you listen to some big lecture, speech, presentation, after the fact, you're going to have like either emails, text messages, phone calls, or a combination of all of those. Or you may even have to have additional meetings with them. I do feel like you understand where they're coming from. I don't really feel like you're in opposition to what they're saying or what's going on here. This is somebody that looks like they're entrusting you with power, authority, and handling or taking care of things that they either can't or don't want to. Comes up here. So it's definitely an authority figure for you. So I just want to jump in here and say, Capricorn, if you would like to get the most recently recorded video series I've recorded for my Vimeo on-demand videos, you can get my What's Lucky and New for You in 2023 Psychic Tarot and Oracle card readings that are available on Vimeo. That link is down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go to my website, theluckymermaid.com, go to the videos page. It will probably be in the first top 3 videos listed on that videos page. And you just click on whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun, your moon, your rising sign, or somebody else you're curious about or care about zodiac sign. Click on that sign. That link will take you to that video. Everybody likes what's lucky and new for you in 2023, or every year. It's always a popular series. This year, I really did feel like they seemed more lucky to me right off the bat. Sometimes these lucky and new for you, what's lucky or new, may not seem totally lucky, and sometimes what's new isn't lucky. But there is what's lucky and new in the videos, and sometimes I'm like, well, it could turn out to be very lucky later on, not initially when whatever it is that comes up is happening. However, in this video series, I felt like most of the signs, it sounded like lucky pretty much now, like not having to deal with something unlucky and it becoming lucky later. That wasn't for every sign, but most of them I did feel that way. So I hope you'll check those videos out. Now on to card number 4 in your reading, you have the 6 of Cups. This card has also come up a few times in these videos. Well, I looked it up. So far, this has come up twice in the videos for April, and also this 6 of Rods so far has come up twice. But just know, I still have another sign to do. So 6 of Cups is a past life reincarnation relationship you've had with someone in the past. You're reincarnating with them in this lifetime to solve karma. You could be together with them to the end of your days, and you could break up, break up, and it still is karma being solved. It can also mean fond childhood memories. It could also indicate children. Now, for some of you, this could be, whatever relationship you had with them in the past, in a previous incarnation, may not be the same relationship you're having with them in this incarnation. Some of you may have your roles reversing in a business partnership, a love partnership, or in some kind of role, like if you work together with somebody in a team, one of you may have been more like the lead person and the other one the background person. Now you may be the lead person, or whoever was what. It could be switching now. You may have an ongoing conversation with somebody about how you can help somebody in your life, or somebody in need, somebody that you and this other person have care and concern about. Maybe it's an elderly relative, or somebody that's in rehab or in a nursing home, or somebody that's got some kind of sickness, or a special needs person, or child, or somebody that's going through some kind of issues. You may be putting your head together with another person about how you can help the person in need. Some of you Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people may find that you're being asked to go out on a date. Or you could be the one saying, hey, you want to get together and go out to dinner? You may be doing the asking. You could be on the receiving end. You could be on the asking end. If you are already in a couple, there's a lot of things that you have to work out between you. And you could be having important conversations in April. Some of you, this could have already happened. Some of you, this could be happening later. Some of you, it is happening right now. That is the nature of psychic readings. So I'm sorry if you don't like that. I know there's people that are like, well, I want it to be happening right now. Well, even if you get a private reading, I read the past, I read the present, and I read the future. And sometimes in private readings, I tell people things and they're like, yeah, that happened to me already. Well, spirit guides and the spirit world, they don't see timing the way we do. Time is a construct of man. If you read the books by Jane Roberts, who was a channel in the 60s, who would become the energy of Seth. She was an unconscious channel. She wouldn't be, well, she was awake, but she was like in a trance state. If you want to read some really interesting and detailed information, I highly recommend you check out Jane Roberts' books, especially The Nature of Physical Reality by Jane Roberts, and also Seth Speaks. I highly recommend Seth Speaks. I think it's the first book. And in those books, Seth explains that everything happens to you all at once. Your past, your present, your future, and we have to separate it with chronological order and time. And when I first read this, I couldn't grasp that at all. I mean, I read that in my 20s. I don't want to tell you how old I am now. way, way beyond that. So I couldn't grasp it. But I understand it better now, especially after doing readings for 22 years, that spirit guides are going to tell you what they're going to see your whole past, present, future. They see other lives you've lived. That's why past life regression is helpful. Because sometimes when you carry something over from a previous incarnation, like maybe you got stabbed, and then all of a sudden you always, in this lifetime, suddenly at a certain age, you develop this horrible pain and you don't understand why you have this horrible pain in your shoulder and like up here, and where is that coming from? And then you get past life regressed and you find out that you were in some kind of battle or somebody took a knife and stabbed you right there. Once you see it through hypnosis, then that sometimes, very often, the physical pains and maladies you're having in this lifetime will disappear if you go to somebody that's very schooled and educated in past life regression. There are traditional therapists that have done this. Also, Brian Weiss is a good book, a good author for you to read if you're curious about those subjects. So I don't remember why I got off on that tangent. I guess because I was talking about time, and I wanted you to understand that about time. I stopped the timer, so you are actually at the end of the minutes for the fourth card, but I did want to explain that to you. There is some kind of communication that's going to be happening between you and somebody, and this bond, even if you're already together or you already know them, this bond will be strengthening and building. And you do have a soulmate connection with them, or past life soul connection with them. We do tend to reincarnate in groups. And the roles change. Somebody that maybe is your sister in this lifetime may have been your mother in a previous lifetime. Just as an example. So the next card you have in your reading, which is the last card for April of 2023, Capricorn, is the Three of Cups. And this is three sisters, three females, three friends. This is also help from friends. It could be a party, a celebration, a gathering. You could be throwing the party. You could be attending the party. It could also be a celebratory conclusion to something going on in your life in April. Some of you are going to do some kind of gathering or annual event with friends. Like, it could be a class reunion for some of you, like a college or high school reunion, or some other type of reunion. It could be a family reunion. But a lot of you, it could be like something every year. Me and my friends go out to XYZ place, and we do it every year on this month of, in April, and you've been doing it for years. You could have that scenario. My guides are bringing that up as like a yearly thing you do, or maybe even more frequent than that. Because I get the energy of like laughing, the remembrance of the good old days, or the old fun times you had in the past, like reminiscing with people comes up here. You may also find yourself giving things away to family and friends. It could be objects and things that you used to use or that you cared about at one point, and now you may look at it as clutter, or it could be things that you just don't use anymore. You could be donating it, but I really feel like some of you will be giving things away to family and friends. You Capricorns may also feel a lot more invigorated this month, and you may feel like you've tapped into something that is like the fountain of youth that maybe is giving you more vitality, more energy, more vitality, could even possibly make you look younger. Some of you, it could involve buying into some kind of subscription to something. Could be like a diet program or an exercise program or magazine or online subscription to something that gives you tips or tricks or gives you food or recipes or exercises or different things to follow or do that could be making you feel younger or making you feel more energetic and your vitality getting boosted. You could notice, some of you, that in a friendship group, one of your friends may be particularly displaying passive-aggressive behavior in April. They may be doing it as a shield to try to protect you and others from information that they feel is too sensitive or could be upsetting to you and others. Almost like trying to create a distraction or to turn you away from focusing on something that they feel could cause a lot of problems or create some kind of blow up. So they could have like weird passive aggressive behavior, or like 1 minute they're happy, the next minute they're angry, or like real mood swing kind of behavior. But I feel like it's a symptom of something else. Like I said, it's like a shield or a protective measure, either to protect themselves or to protect you and other people around you from learning upsetting information. Like maybe your friend is getting a divorce, or this family member is getting a divorce, and they don't want everybody to hear about it and be upset, or something else. Not, people get divorced all the time now, right? What is it? 50% of marriages end in divorce. I don't know. I think it may be up to that now. So it may not be that. It could be something else that they feel like, oh, I don't want to say that. It's going to get people upset and bothered, and they're trying to shield you and themselves from hearing that and dealing with it. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Capricorns to work with, use, and wear in the month of April 2023 is citrine. And that doesn't pop up too much, although it's come up recently more often than it went for ages. It wasn't popping up. So citrine is a sunshine energy, a joyous and uplifting stone. It's a stone that helps bring success, prosperity, and wealth. Citrine awakens and expands the higher mind. It brings good luck in trade and business. It imposes self-esteem. It improves, boy, you think I could read? I got glasses on. It improves self-esteem, self-trust, and self-awareness. And citrine produces positive energy and brings you calmness and helps you balance your emotions, and it aids in your digestive system. It's going to be a gemstone that in April, that if you're wearing it, carrying it, working with it, It's going to make you really feel like you can handle things that are going on that are disruptive, and like you can conquer things that you need to conquer. It's going to be a very strong motivational stone, like make you feel like you want to tackle things. You're motivated to do things. It's actually is going to make you feel more positive, lighter, and brighter, because if you're wearing it, it's going to, I've come to find that gemstones can somehow, I can't say I understand it, but it plays with your aura. So when you wear certain gemstones, especially when they touch your skin, it does have some kind of energetic effect on you, which emanates from your aura, which even though people may not be able to see your aura, they may go, wow, what are you doing? You look really good. You look brighter and more lively, or, you know, you're really looking good. What's going on with you? It could be because of a gemstone crystal that you're wearing or holding or have in your pocket, and it is affecting your energy and your aura. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way, you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, you can access my most recently recorded series by clicking on the links down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page, and there you can see all the video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and you can just select whatever zodiac sign you want, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, and or somebody else you want to know about sign. You just click on that, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. So my most recently recorded video series is my psychic crystal readings for the month of April 2023. It's a continuation or an expansion of the psychic tarot readings that I'm doing here on YouTube, and I am looking at every single area of life that I can think of to look into in the crystal. So if you haven't checked them out yet, you may want to, because they are chock full of messages and predictions for whatever month we're in, and now we're in April. Also, my What's Lucky and New for You in 2023 Psychic Tarot and Oracle card readings are now available on Vimeo. I thought these were very dynamic videos. I hope you'll decide to check them out. It's always good to hear what's going to be lucky and new in whatever year we're in, so I hope you'll check them out. Also, my Saturn in Pisces Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings, those predictions start in March of 2023 and go all the way until the end of May 2025. So that's 2.5 years of messages and predictions. Saturn has finally left Aquarius and is going to go into, and has gone into Pisces. So you may want to watch your sun sign and your rising sign in that series. Also, if you're curious to see what's happening in the area of love and romance for you, you could get my big love readings for 2023 for singles and couples. You may want to watch the entire video. The first half of the video is for the single people of your sign. The second half of the video is for the coupled people of your sign, but there will be crossover in those messages. So I would watch the entire videos that you get over there on that. Also, I did 2 video series this year for the new year of 2023. First, I did the new year 2023 psychic tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. There's 16 cards in total, and the videos are running over 40 minutes long in each video. Lots of information and messages there. Also, this year I decided to add a new video series for the new year because people had requested it off and on over the 8 years I'm almost 9 years here on YouTube. I've gotten requests for this, and this year I did psychic crystal readings for the new year of 2023 to cover the entire year. It's been an extremely popular series, lots of positive feedback about the new year, the psychic crystal readings for this new year of 2023. You may want to look into those. Also, my Horseshoe Tarot spread, 7-card spread tarot readings are available on Vimeo. They're for 2022 and 2023. It's, I don't know what it is about those Horseshoe Tarot spreads, but it probably sells one of the highest of all the video series I do on Vimeo, so you may want to check them out. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a video format, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and also on my Pamela Georgel community page on YouTube. I write about 5 paragraphs of messages and predictions using either a tarot card, an oracle card, or occasionally my crystal. And many people find these messages, some of them or all of them, resonate with them. You may also find they resonate with you. So I hope to see you over there on my social media pages. And please know the scamming accounts are back again in full force. And if you are getting contacted by somebody that's an imposter of me, they've used my images, they've, taken my name and either misspelled something or added a dot, especially on Instagram is really where they're doing it the most. Please know it's not me. I do not follow my followers on Instagram to avoid this. And I do not solicit anyone in social media for a private reading. The only way I will ever contact you if you want a private reading, you would have had to ask to be on my wait list, which is now closed as of 2018. I haven't added anybody to the wait list, but I still add people to the cancellations list. So you either are on my cancellations list or on my wait list and you have written me and asked to be on it. That's the only way you are ever going to get a contact from me to see if you want a private reading. I don't have WhatsApp and I'm not on Telegram either. So please know, don't fall for it, because they're trying to scam you for money, and they may be also trying to scam you for your personal information. So be very, very careful about any scammers about. It's it's outrageous. It's going on to proportions. I don't know why they don't get taken down. Even when people report these accounts, they still seem to be there. Can't explain it, don't know why. But also, if you want to help support the readings I do here and the work I do on YouTube, you can make a donation to my channel. There's a link down below. All the video series I have linked down below. It is connected to PayPal. Your donations do mean a lot to me, and they do help me a lot. So thank you so very much for that. So I hope you have an absolutely awesome April, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.